Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is episode number 25, and in this episode, well, we're just continuing on where we left off. Nothing special. In this episode, we're going to be taking on the last two Post Sisters, hopefully, if I make good time here, which I'm pretty sure I will. I guess I just want to check what's over here. Jump across, there's some recovery hearts at the very least, so it's not a complete waste. Ah, Golden Skulltula. We can kill that with the bow, and I don't know if I'm close enough to get it with the hook shot. Yes, just barely. Awesome. Okay, so this wasn't a complete waste. I'm not even going to worry about those recovery hearts because I don't even care. I'm too cool to care, yo. Okay, nothing over there. Killed the Dooku Baba, and we're going to go to the right over here and see what's here. Ah, something we actually needed. The door is locked, and oh, that did not work out well. That was crazy. Okay, so once we slice this thing a couple of times, it's going to spread out into 3 little mini demon things. And this one's actually called the Floor Master as opposed to the Wall Master. And if you don't kill the little ones fast enough, they will rejuvenate and get themselves back to their larger form. And then you pretty much have to start the cycle all over again, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, they're not that difficult. Since they all do give you magic jars when you kill them, it's perfectly okay and useful to use Din's Fire and kill all of them at once. And it just makes life a whole lot easier. Anyway, we get the small key there from the chest that appeared, and now we're back in the block room. And we did not need to be there at all, so I just skipped through that. We're back here with the green bubbles in the second area where you have to turn the rooms around. And we went through the small key door because that was the last key that we needed. And now we have a frozen eye switch that's going to turn that room around. And we basically need to shoot an arrow through this spinning torch at the... I need to be up a little bit there. At the switch to melt the ice and hit it all in one shot. And this is a lot less difficult than it looks. I mean, it looks pretty difficult, but it's really not that bad. Once you have the aiming down, you just have to get the timing right. So, like so, and there we go. Not that bad at all. Melts the ice over it, and now we've got the room turned and twisted the way we need it to. And where the hell is the exit? Good gosh. How do we get out of here? Oh well, I'm gonna get whatever's in these jars first. Yay, recovery heart. I think I actually need to be on those spinning things to get out of here. There's not a ladder. No. Why you no have a ladder? The ladder's in the wrong place. I wish we had like a ladder moving song on our ocarina. That would make this game a million times easier. And I'm assuming that water is dangerous, although I've never personally fallen into it. So I wouldn't recommend going in there. I don't know what it is, but it looks grimy and gross and yucky. Alright, let's get out of here. I feel like we've been in this room for far too long. I'm just going to avoid the green bubbles. The way to kill them is just wait for their fire to go out. You don't need to hit them first. It goes out on its own. So, yeah, nothing to really worry about there. And we have to go back over this way, I believe. Do we? This was where we fought one of the Poes. And no, I think I went back too far. We needed to be in that room, and I think we need to fall through the floor. I don't know why. I got a little bit turned around there. Well, as you can see, there's nothing else in this room for us to get. Nada. So, well, let's just make a run for it here. I'm not going to worry about the Wall Master unless he tries to get me. No, we're in the right place. All right. I got a little bit turned around there. I'm sorry about that. We fall into this, like, checkerboard area. And over here to the left, we have a door that we don't need to go through. That takes you back into the room with the big Dooku Baba and the skull wall tullas and the vines and all that stuff. Now that the ceiling is falling, you have to find areas on it where, oh crap, where it's safe. But most of them Darn it. There we go. Okay, most of them, the areas that are clear of the ceiling falling down, also have skull-tullas. I was about to say skull-tullas, but I corrected myself. And with the view the way it is, you have to get close to them in order to kill them. So, yes, it kind of sucks. First of all, we'll hit that switch there, which is going to open the door at the end of the chamber. And from this point of view, you can see some of the skulltulas, but you can also see the shadows of other ones on the ceiling, or you can just run into them like what I did, because that's a lot of fun. Oh boy, this could take a while. I'm just going to make a run for it. Let's see here. And this chest area should be safe, so I'm going to stay here. Yay, arrows! I don't think I needed them. I don't think I needed them at all. Can I just run right to the door? I can! Awesome. Well, that was fun. Okay, so what is this? We have a locked door over to the right, and that just takes us back to the center room, so I'm not too worried about that, but that's where we're going to have to go after completing this puzzle. And, yes, This is the same torch we saw at the entrance to the temple, isn't it? Yes, Navi, thanks a lot for that. So that means that there's a Poe in this room. Ah, yes. So, shoot the portrait on the wall as with the other Poes, and these 5 blocks are going to fall from the ceiling. And, well, what do you need to do? You need to place them in order to make the picture that's on the wall. And you can look at it for reference if you need to, but it's not that difficult to form the picture. It's just more so difficult to get it within the time frame. So I have the bottom 2 in the right order now, and this crap. So these 2 go together, and then I've got the 2 at the bottom, and I think I wasted too much time there. That other block that's in the middle, the 5th block, is Link, what are you doing? Anyway, the 5th block right there. This is an extra block, so I think I need to move that out of the way, actually, before... Yeah, because, see, it doesn't fit there. Alright, so we're going to have to try this again. And now I have a better idea of what I'm doing. We should be able to get it without too much of an issue. The problem is, once the time expires, you don't lose any health or anything like that. The box just, like, flip over, and now you kind of have to start all over again because you've lost what you started. Alright, I'm actually going to get it this time. Not too bad. I was able to get that bottom block completely out of the way and off to the side, so I should be able to beat it with like a good 10 seconds remaining at least. And bam! Now the blocks disappear, and we are greeted by... Who are you? I don't even know which one this is. Amy. This is Amy. The green one is Amy. There we go. Okay, so she's not any different than her other Poe sisters. They all pretty much do the same thing, the disappearing torch twirling routine, and they do it twice, and then you have an opportunity to hit them when they reappear, and they'll just go right back and do the exact same thing all over again, and bam, down goes Amy. And she's going to give us some arrows, as with her other sisters. The door is going to get unlocked, and no treasure chest this time. Now we're back in the center room. This is where we needed to be in order to move on, because we have all the other items we need. And you'll notice the 4th Poe sister hanging out where the elevator was. Oh, and she has some kind of interesting power to make doubles of herself. And she'll make 3 of them, so there's 4 total. Meg, one of the Poe sisters, if she splits into multiple images, you need to figure out which one is the right one. And you need to shoot it with your arrows. And I didn't see the clue that she gave, so apparently that was her. Okay, so here's what you need to do. Wait for her to come back. There she goes. And see the one on the right there? It twirled a little bit at the beginning, whereas the other ones didn't. That is the correct one that you need to shoot. And that's pretty much all there is to it. She's going to do that a bunch of times. Make sure you're just keeping an eye out on all of them. One of them will make some weird movement and shoot that one with an arrow. And I think you need to do it, I want to say 5 times. Maybe 4 times. And yeah, if you do that, she won't even try to hit you. So yeah, this is actually, in my opinion, the easiest of them all, because the other ones at least try to hit you. Down she goes, takes 5 arrows, and she'll give you some arrows in return. And she's going to light the final torch, the purple torch, and the elevator is back in business. So we need to take that down to one of the final rooms of this dungeon. That's going to be it for this time, guys. Thank you very much for watching. In the next episode, we take on the boss of the Forest Temple. Stay tuned for episode number 26. Game on.